Rare coins, where ordinary change hides extraordinary value.
Stop. This 1954 S Jefferson Nickel might look like nothing more than an old 5-cent coin, but in the right condition, it has reached 4-figure and even 5-figure values, and most people spend it without ever realizing what they had. Before you scroll, support our effort. Subscribe, like, and share, so we can bring you more videos like this. Today, we're uncovering why the 1954 S Jefferson Nickel has become one of the most searched nickels among collectors, and why certain examples are worth far more than their face value. This coin is not just old. It represents a time when coin production, circulation, and survival rates created unexpected rarity decades later. Take a moment right now. Look at your pocket change. Check old jars filled with coins. Search drawers, boxes, and family collections. Because this nickel could already be sitting there, completely unnoticed. At first glance, the 1954 S Jefferson Nickel looks completely ordinary. On the front, you'll see Thomas Jefferson facing left. His portrait is calm, detailed, and familiar. The word Liberty appears beside him, followed by the date 1954, and just next to it is the small but extremely important S Mint mark, showing it was struck at the San Francisco Mint. The phrase, "In God We Trust," appears along the left edge. Everything looks normal. Nothing immediately stands out. Turn the coin over and you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's historic home. Above it appears E Pluribus Unum. Below it are the words 5 cents and United States of America. The design is simple, clean, easy to overlook. But here's what most people miss. The San Francisco Mint produced fewer nickels compared to the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and many of these coins entered heavy circulation immediately. They were used daily. They were exchanged thousands of times. They were worn down, damaged, and forgotten. Over decades, most of these coins lost their sharp details. Only a small number survived in exceptional condition. And that's where the hidden value begins. Collectors look closely at something called full steps. If you examine the steps at the base of Monticello, you may notice small horizontal lines. On most coins, these lines are weak, broken, or completely worn away. But on rare coins, these steps are fully visible, sharp, and uninterrupted. This is called the full steps designation, and it dramatically increases collector interest and value. This tiny detail, often ignored by most people, can transform a simple nickel into a highly valuable collectible. Now examine Jefferson's portrait. Look at his hair. Are the strands sharp and defined or smooth and worn? Look at his cheek and jawline. Do they show clear detail, or are they flattened? Check the lettering. Is Liberty bold and clear? Is In God We Trust strong and readable? Now turn the coin over again. Are Monticello's columns sharp? Are the steps complete? Is the rim full and undamaged? These small details determine everything. Here's the truth most people never hear. Some 1954 S Jefferson nickels with full steps, strong strike quality, and original mint luster have reached 4-figure and even 5-figure prices at auction. That's an extraordinary increase from its original 5-cent value. Even coins that aren't perfect can still attract collectors if they have strong detail and original surfaces. But there's one mistake that destroys value instantly. Cleaning the coin. Never clean it. Never polish it. Cleaning removes the original mint surface and permanently reduces collector value. What collectors want most is originality. The original shine. The original texture. the original surfaces untouched by cleaning. If your coin appears sharp, well-preserved, or unusually detailed, professional grading can confirm its authenticity and condition. One expert evaluation can make a life-changing difference. What makes the 1954 S Jefferson Nickel truly fascinating is how easily it hides in plain sight. Millions of people handled these coins without ever realizing their potential. Some were spent decades ago. Some were forgotten in jars. Some remain hidden in collections today. Right now, somewhere, someone has one of these coins and doesn't know its true value. This coin proves an important truth. Extraordinary value doesn't always look extraordinary. Sometimes it looks completely ordinary. Sometimes it looks like just another nickel. But hidden within that ordinary coin could be something rare, something valuable, something waiting to be discovered. So check your coins carefully, because the next coin you examine could be the one everyone else overlooked. Value hides in ordinary things. And remember, the next great discovery might already be yours. Stop. This 1955 Jefferson nickel might look like nothing more than an ordinary 5-cent coin. But certain rare examples have reached 4-figure and even 5-figure values, and most people never realize what they're holding. Before you scroll, support our effort. Subscribe, like, and share so we can bring you more videos like this. Today we're uncovering why the 1955 Jefferson Nickel has become one of the most searched nickels among collectors, and why small details can turn this simple coin into something extraordinary. This coin was made nearly 70 years ago, and over time, most were heavily used, worn down, and forgotten. Now take a moment. Check your pocket change. Look in old jars. Search drawers, boxes, and family collections. Because one small detail could change everything. At first glance, the 1955 Jefferson nickel looks completely normal. On the front, you'll see Thomas Jefferson facing left. The word Liberty appears beside him, followed by the date 1955, and just next to it, you may see a small mint mark, either D for Denver or no mint mark for Philadelphia. The phrase, "In God we trust," appears along the left side of Jefferson's portrait. Everything looks familiar, nothing unusual. Turn the coin over and you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's historic home. Above it appears E Pluribus Unum, and below it are the words 5 cents and United States of America. It looks like every other nickel. But here's what most people never notice. During the 1950s, millions of nickels entered circulation and were used daily. They were carried in pockets, exchanged in stores, and exposed to constant wear. Over time, most lost their sharp detail. Only a small number survived in exceptional condition, and those coins are the ones collectors search for today. One of the most important features collectors look for is called full steps. If you look closely at the steps at the base of Monticello, you may see small horizontal lines. On most coins, these lines are weak, incomplete, or worn away. But on rare coins, the steps are fully visible and sharply defined. These are known as full steps nickels, and they are far more valuable. This tiny detail can transform a common coin into a rare collectible. Now, examine Jefferson's portrait closely. Look at his hair. Are the strands sharp and clear or smooth and worn? Check his cheek and jawline. Do they show strong detail or are they flat? Look at the lettering. Is Liberty bold and complete? Is In God We Trust sharp and readable? Now check the reverse. Are Monticello's columns clear? Are the steps complete and uninterrupted? Is the rim full and undamaged? These details determine collector value. Here's the part that surprises most people. Some 1955 Jefferson nickels with full steps, strong strike quality, and original mint luster have reached four-figure and even five-figure prices at auction. That's an incredible increase from just 5 cents. Even coins that are not perfect can still be valuable if they have strong detail and original surfaces. But one mistake can instantly destroy that value. Never clean the coin. Never polish it. Cleaning removes the original mint surface collectors want and permanently reduces the coin's value. Collectors always prefer coins in their original condition. If your coin appears sharp, well-preserved, or unusually detailed, professional grading can confirm its authenticity and condition. One expert decision can make a massive difference. What makes the 1955 Jefferson nickel truly fascinating is how easily it hides in plain sight. Millions of people use these coins every day. Most never thought twice about them. Most never looked closely. But a small number survived in exceptional condition. Some remain hidden in jars. Some remain in old collections. Some are waiting to be discovered. This coin proves that extraordinary value can hide in the most ordinary places. Sometimes, the most valuable treasures don't look valuable at all. Sometimes, they look like just another nickel. So check your coins carefully, because the next coin you examine could be worth far more than you ever expected. Value hides in ordinary things. And remember, the next great discovery might already be yours.